Okay, Islam Street doing Bey, my Moorish American nation found around Arrington-Bey. It is July the 23rd, 2021. It's holy day for us. I am Sheikh doing Bey's life this lifetime. So right now I'm about to read Moorish literature. I'm at Whole Foods in Annapolis, Maryland. It's July the 23rd, 2021. I'm reading What Shall We Call Him? I'm rereading. I've read the Constitution before. I'm rereading again, so it's good. So it says, so often other various journalists find trouble in selecting the proper name for the Moorish Americans. Some say Negro, another will brand him raceman, still another will call him Afro-American, and then came color, dark American, coon, shine, the brethren, and your folks. It is indeed a hard matter to find something suitable for the various occasions where a title needs to be used. Is it that these people have no proper name? Did they have a national name when first brought to these shores in the early part of the 17th century? If so, what was it? Did not the land from which they were forced have a name? It now appears a good idea for those whose duty it is to write for the various journals to find out what the national name of the forefathers of these people was. Also look into the history of the founders of civilization and see who they were and where they stood in the building of the present civilization. Probably 2 hours in an up-to-date library would serve to relieve the strain on our men of letters. When the occasion presents itself for a title for these people, let me read that again. Possibly a spirit was forced mentally engaging. All right, and that happens a lot when you're among unclean spirits that are used as slaves. They're slaves, so and they're uncivilized, and then they have the telepathic code. So what you have is a bunch of animals who have these abilities to cause harm. You have a lot of animals, unclean spirits, who have the ability to cause harm, and so they're uncivilized. So let me reread this again. Literally, they're really uncivilized animals that the government gave them the telepathic code. Probably 2 hours in an up-to-date library would serve to relieve the strain on our men of letters. When the occasion presents itself for a title for these people, the matter of the various names given to these 22 million people with all colors of every race of the globe was an act of European psychology. They gave him a name, then defined it as something inferior to theirs. White, they define as a color of purity. Black, they say, represents everything of evil. The Negro, as they were called in this nation, have no nation to which they might look with pride. Their history starts with the close of the Civil War, or more properly, with his being forced to serve someone else. Thus, he is separated from the illustrious history of his forefathers, who were the founders of the first civilization of the old world. This matter must be looked into with a hope of correcting it. Islam. So this is What Shall We Call Him? And this is out of our Moorish literature book, Islam. It is July the 23rd, 2021.